So check it out. Still working on some of the little treasures I got from the Binghamton show. One of them was I grabbed this Lionel alco. They had it for 20 bucks, which I thought was a good deal because it is complete. I've got it running really good. The headlight works. It's the stripped down version that Lionel did with, doesn't have an E units, one-way motor, didn't have a headlight lens, and of course it doesn't have the clear plastic insert in there for the cab windows. That paint's a little rough, but that's why I wanted it, for something to custom paint. Possibly there'll be a show, a new show or something that I can paint to match whatever the theme of that show is. So I got it running pretty good. It's a smooth runner. Just pull it up a little bit and I'll show you some of the things that I got from eBay recently. These two K-line tank cars. They're Coca-Cola. I like the Coca-Cola stuff as well as the Hershey stuff. And this one was pressed out of a Kusan mold from the 50s. Comes with some trim pieces that you have to add on. I glued them in just to make sure they don't come out because some of them are a little loose. But that was pretty much brand new in the box. And for whatever reason, K-line made this so that you can open it up. So the top does open. I don't think I'd ever want to put anything down in that. But. And then the other tank car is pressed out of a Marx mold. I think I like this one a little better, but I might be a little biased towards Marx anyway. But I think they both look pretty nice. And again, here's one of my favorite action cars, is the revolving searchlight car. Again, made by K-line. And this was pressed out of a Kusan mold in the 50s, which kind of surprised me that Kusan was the one that made these. And they're a little finicky. You have to tweak them a little bit. I have to make sure that this is loose in here, that it's not rubbing on the insert side of the shell of the car. Sometimes you have to adjust the shell. And underneath, I put a spring in from Trains sell springs that you can put in there to make sure that the little gear that is up in here meshes with the gear on the wheels. The early ones didn't have a spring. They just used gravity, and eventually they wouldn't work right. And you have to adjust the axle to the gear inside. You can push it up and down, and like I said, you get them working right and you get them loose and they'll spin really good. This one has a really nice light in it too. So I thought we'd take them for a spin. Here we go. I can tell I've got that searchlight working really good because those Lionel engines with a one-way motor weren't the best pullers, and it's not having any problem pulling it. And we'll pick the camera up and we'll follow it around a little bit. Oh yeah, it's working really smooth. I bought a bunch of those springs because I like collecting these searchlight cars. I didn't have this C&O one, so that's why I grabbed it. A few others I'd like to get. There's one with a Coca-Cola that has a bottle that spins and lights up that I'd like to have. They're a little pricey though, so I try to find them when they're good deals. And I don't mind working on them. I've gotten so much practice with it now that I can usually get them working really good. I think I only paid like $12, $13 for that one on eBay, so the shipping wasn't too bad either. And we'll set the camera back down. All right, everything's running really smooth. Searchlight works good. The alco runs really good. So I've got a few more Coca-Cola cars that I've got coming from eBay. One of them's that Coca-Cola VAT car that was, I think it was an 125th anniversary set with a steam engine. It's a pretty nice looking set, but I did get one of those cars. So that'll be coming, and a few other things that I'll be working on. So thanks again for watching. God bless. Never forget, Jesus is Lord.